Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. BuzzFeedNews.com. Photos show Americans taking to the street to protest the overturning of Roe v. Wade. From New York to Los Angeles, protesters voiced their anger at the Supreme Court's decision to roll back nearly 50 years of precedent protecting people's abortion rights. Following the Supreme Court's Friday ruling to overturn Roe v. Wade, which goes back to the Supreme Court pretty much ruling that women have the liberty to, abort a child. Many thousands of abortion rights protesters took to the streets outside the nation's top court in Washington, D.C., and in several cities from New York to state capitals, including Austin and Phoenix, to speak out against a decision that overruled decades of precedent protecting abortion rights in the U.S. Okay, you got New York City. Atlanta. In Atlanta is, most people that support the abortions support the, alphabet gang, man. Boston, Washington, D.C. My body, my choice is madness, man. These people these women, are fighting for the right, to kill their children, man. They want to be harlots and lay with anybody and then just abort the child and continue on. And these men too, because they're for it as well. You got some men that are just simply for feminism, man. Austin. Philadelphia. Phoenix, Los Angeles. Hey, this is bugged out, man. It's completely bugged out. Scriptures proclaim these things will be happening in the end times. Protest. Okay. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And you measure the times by the prophecies. And when thou seest part of the signs past, the prophecies past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and you're seeing these uproars of the people, which are called protests, man, uprising against the government, man. Okay. And uprising against the, pretty much that's uprising. Okay. Sedition, which we're going to get into. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So these things have been founded from the foundations of the earth. For like is all that is made, that these things will be happening in the end time. For like is all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested. The end is here, man. The end is here. Okay, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. So you're gonna see brothers get spiritual power, okay? Men that you see preaching on the street corners, getting spiritual powers, flying, okay? Running and not getting tired, running at super fast speeds. Like you see in these superhero movies, man. You got the signs in the heavens, okay, with the moons, the wolf moons, pink moons, okay, the lunar eclipses, and you're going to have more chariot sightings, okay. It says, and endings and effects and signs, okay. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. and one people shall stand up and fight against another. And you're seeing divisions. This is a huge division, man, with this pro-life versus pro-abortion, man. Okay, pretty much those that are for the abortions and those that aren't, man. You see, that's a huge division, man. And it's very demonic, those that are for abortions, man. Okay, so you're gonna have you're gonna have these different pretty much fightings over people's different beliefs, man. Okay, you're gonna have the pro for the guns versus anti-gun. All different types of different types of fights from the different issues here, man. Okay. For there should be sedition, and it says, and swords in their hands, for there should be sedition among men. And that goes back even to civil unrest. Okay. And you're seeing it. The tensions are rising up, man. People are getting fed up with the corrupt government. Okay. So there's a lot of tension in the air, and it's only going to increase, especially with this inflation. You got issues with that, man. People are getting fed up with that. It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, or it says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So the Constitution is going to become like a piece of paper. You see, people are just going to take things into their own hands, man. And the Messiah, okay, Yahweh Shai, whose true name is Yahweh Shai, in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Matthew 10:34, he said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. He said, I came not to send peace, but a sword. See? So a sword represents division. He wants tension, chaos, man. It says, for I'm come to set a man at variance against his father. Okay, let's get that word variance. Variance, okay, in conflict, in disagreement, okay. It says, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So Yahweh Shai wants smoke, wants tension, man. You see? And it's going to lead to this. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The modern day Egyptians are you Americans. Okay. This place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt pursuant to Revelation 11:8. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. And martial law is going to come in from this, man. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. The spirit of mirth and joy and get along, everybody that's unite. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. So the elites are going to scramble, and they are scrambling to try to keep, or they're going to scramble, okay, because they're pushing for chaos as well, okay, but it's going to get out of there because they think they're in control, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is in control, okay. And it's going to get all this chaos and tension is going to get out of their hands where they're going to scramble and try to go to these witches and warlocks to try to save their empire, their infrastructure, their power structure. But it's not going to fail because the Lord has determined to destroy this place. You see? So hopefully this has been an edifying lesson. And abortion is wicked. Call Yahweh Shem Shai Shalom.